Hey everyone, welcome back to England. Last episode when we left off. As you all know, well, for those of you that watched the episode, first of all, if you haven't watched it, I don't know what you're doing here, but for those of you that did, we are now at war with the Danes, and the Stig was marching south towards Metz, but it appears that he is gone around, he's circumvented Metz, and he is in fact either going to take Staufen from the Holy Romans, or take Bern, or maybe one and then the other, which would not be really advantageous for us. Indeed, it would not be good at all, and you know what, I'm going to recruit as many units as I can just to fend him off if he were to come. The Egyptians have seized and bought out all of our shitty merchants in Egypt itself, which is not bad. We can replace those merchants with somewhat better ones, perhaps. Look at this, we are at nearly 200,000 fucking florins. So I think what I'm going to do is, first of all, to combat the Danish threat, I'm going to take Simon Blunt here, and I'm going to try to get an alliance with the Poles, and hopefully I can convince them to attack the Danes as well. They think that's generous. Let's get some military access, maybe some maps, perhaps, let's see, and make a demand that they must attack, not any of these assholes, but the Danes. There we go. Very demanding. Okay, they're not into that in the least, but nevertheless, let us get an alliance. Okay, you know what? I think what happened there is the map information probably fucked up our agreement. No, okay, apparently they do not want an alliance at all. I was thinking I was going to be very clever and get an alliance with these assholes, but they just threw it right back in my face, and they're not interested in the least. So what we need to do is bring our diplomat back to the Danish-held lands, and I think what we can do is probably bribe maybe Cologne or one of these cities here, whilst the Stig and the rest of these Danish forces are otherwise engaged. We got Captain Godwin here, Bjorn half-fitting up in the north here. Speaking of the north, I'm beginning my blockades a bit. I blockaded this city here, Groningen, perhaps, and I'm recruiting a few more hulks into Admiral Falk's army there, navy rather, and he is going to go all the fucking way up here. He's going to come around Jutland and try to blockade the port of, what is this city? Roskilde, because I believe it is most likely the one of the more valuable cities the Danes have, or it could actually blockade Hamburg itself, which is the Danish capital, so we may as well do that. I've got another fleet in the wings here, and it's Admiral Robert, just recruited fresh out of Bruges, so we'll have to ship him elsewhere to receive some more ships. Winchester, perhaps? No, I think maybe Nottingham has the ability to recruit hulks. No, it's actually York. So we're going to send Admiral Robert all the way up to York to receive some more hulks. I've got another fleet, Admiral Stephen, down in Bordeaux, but he's going to wait for a few more units here, and then he's going to sail up towards Antwerp and just fucking unload them. And there we go, that should be good. We've got a ton of units recruited, I believe. Oh my god. Admiral Edgar has died outside of London. I don't know where his fleet has gone or who it has become. Admiral Philip has also died, and he's been replaced with Admiral Francis. France of Richmond has died in Bordeaux. Finally, he was becoming quite old, actually, and quite white-haired, and we need a new general, I suppose. John Somerset, our bishop in Winchester, has died, and we're going to replace him with this priest here. There we go. Franz von, John von, King Bardikar has received all of his titles, King of Britain, etc. Eustace von is now the Count of the Midlands, which makes him the Lord of Nottingham, but as soon as we receive a few more units, we're just going to abandon Nottingham to its fate, and then we will sail to Antwerp and Danish-held lands in the north of their territory, I suppose. York has a pastry shop. Now, I'm sounding quite zealous, like I want to destroy the Danes right away, and I do in fact, because they attacked me in my intended peacetime. So now I'm acting like a little kid that's been smacked in the face or something, and I've been awoken from a nap, and I'm just totally fucking irrationally pissed. But you know what? I'm gonna build this warehouse in York, get us yet another trade lane opened up, and there we go. Kane now has an inn, and man, we're ahead of the game there. And Kane, Winchester has some more trade lanes open there, and I'm gonna build probably a shipwright just in case we need to recruit some more hulks in the future. Edinburgh, we can build an armorer so we can give some armor to our militiamen. Let's see what else we got. Aberdeen has a merchant's wharf. Man, we're just pumping out the merchant's wharf like nobody's business. And Aberdeen will build a school just to please all the parents around. We'll build some jousting lists in Inverness just to please all the knights in Inverness. My god, look at all these units and agents we've recruited. We've got a ton of units in Carnarvon, Rennes, Angers, Bordeaux, Marseille, Paris, Lyon, Bern, Bruges, and Metz. Man, we've got a lot of professional military. Oh man, we got another cardinal. Walleran Hastings is now a cardinal in the College of Cardinal. I don't know who Walleran Hastings is. The name is familiar, but I don't know where he is. Oh, he is our asshole outside of Tripoli. Well done, my friend. Congrats on the promotion. If you guys remember, remind me, I need to send Walleran Hastings some flowers or something. I can't quite remember. I'm gonna have to hire a personal assistant at this point because, gee golly, there's so much shit going on, I can't recall what I need to do or what needs to be done. Last turn I got maps from Hungary, and this is basically the extent of their empire now. And I'm also spying with Arthur of Dorset, was it? Arthur of Dorset. Okay, he is going to check out Caesarea here. And look at that, it's held by the Byzantines yet again. It looks like the city up in the north here, though. What is this? Sinope has been captured by the Cuman Khanate, or perhaps the Khwarezmians. See, there's a bit of territory exchanging, changing hands here in Anatolia, so we got to get some eyes on, and that will help us determine the strength of the Byzantines. Perhaps they're being pushed out of Anatolia, and that is why they're going so hard on Hungary. Hard to say. We've got a ton of military units on the way up to... Oh, speaking of Antwerp, the siege of Antwerp has been lifted. I guess they're no longer interested in taking that, but I'm going to send a bunch of military units up to Antwerp. We'll build our secondary professional army up there, and we can also gather all of our militiamen and get to rolling. Let's see. We'll recruit a few more spearmen here and there, and we'll send all of these units to Reims. I don't have any generals to lead this army, unfortunately, in Reims that we're building. I do have Lawrence Gifford, though, who was just recruited out of Lyon. I'll get Thomas Paget, perhaps, to grab a few units and march towards Bern, actually, to reinforce there. Lawrence Gifford, I don't really know where you can be stationed, as every territory basically has a lord at this point. Kane included. Reims, Bruges. No, Reims doesn't actually have a lord, so we'll send him there, and he can become the mayor of Reims. Now, Archibald Vaughan has quite an infantry-heavy army in Metz, and I think we could Shanghai the Stig in the rear here if we were quick enough. We'll bring a trebuchet, and I would also like to have a mangonel. I've been playing a Teutonic campaign recently, and man, mangonels, I totally forgot how badass they were. So maybe I'll have an army dedicated to field battles, my professional army, and then a militia army with siege equipment such as trebuchets in it. Because mangonels are not really siege equipment, they are field artillery pieces, really. They're like cannons, I would say, just because they have sheer anti-personnel capabilities. I'm just grabbing a bunch of infantry now. I do need a lot of cavalry, though. Oh shit, I can hire another general in Metz immediately. Possibly one in Antwerp as well. No, another 13 turns for that, apparently. Yeah, once we get those cavalry units out to Archibald Vaughan here, we'll march towards the Stig. And actually, we can recruit a mangonel right off the bat. Fuck me, that's fantastic. We do need to retrain some of these spear units as well, actually, and then they will join the army. We've got our missile units, our infantry, and I don't want to leave Metz severely undermanned, so we're going to have to recruit a few more units on the way. We'll stick Archibald Vaughan in the forest here. Potentially he can hide, I think. No, okay, well he doesn't want to hide, I guess. But that was just to safeguard against the Stig turning right around again and attacking Metz. But he's not really interested right now. I don't know, perhaps he's going to take Staufen. I believe he's going to take Staufen, but I'm not 100% certain. Okay, we have a ton of agents to deal with still. Philip Montgomery, useless as always. Herbert Lazouche is going to finally arrive in Iran, and he's going to try to assassinate as many cardinals as possible. But look at this, it's only like 24% chance to murder these assholes, so we'll give it a go. We'll try to get Agostino Andriani here for 24%. And oh shit, is this a special video for assassinating holy figures? I've never seen this before. I guess it is. This is... oh, shit. Herbert Lazouche, I think, is probably going to get... yeah, he's now there. Okay, he's murdered. Murdered all that way just to get stabbed in the gut by some fucking Genoese asshole in Iran. Okay, well, you know what? It was worth a shot. And I think I'm going to call off the assassination game, well, specifically for the Genoese Cardinals, because, damn, we are owning the College of Cardinals as is. I don't think we need any further assistance. I mean, maybe if you find, like, if we find a Genoese Cardinal, like, drunk in an alley somewhere, and we just happen to have a dagger on our person, we can probably just go the extra mile and stab him in the gut. But as for fucking sailing all the way to Northern Africa... probably not worth it. Okay, someone had pointed out all the rebel armies. Yet again, I've neglected all of the rebels to be found. But here we go. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start cleaning them up. And I'm going to start with this army in Galway. There we go. Clear victory. Wunderbar. Now we have a few extra units in Galway now that are going to have to be immediately disbanded. See, I wasn't totally blind to these armies. I just, like I said, very negligent. And that is why... I have all these units in Galway. First of all, I would never recruit this many units in Galway if it weren't for such a situation. We'll recruit yet another spear militia. There we are. Now, I've got a few in England itself, near York. And we'll get someone to deal with that. I'm not sure who. We'll get this asshole to attack this man and auto-resolve it. There we are. These units can probably head straight to Nottingham, and we'll sail them to the continent. Well, next turn, I suppose. What do we need in this army? We need a few missile units, some spear units, and a little bit of siege equipment. I'm going to recruit a mangonel as well. Alrighty, there we are. You know what? I think this is all we're going to do for this turn, so we may as well end it. I don't think I need to move any agents. Any further agents, because we're dealing with it as is. But there you go. You know what? Let's end the turn here. Well, we weren't quick enough. Mokasikos has died in Iberia. The King of Denmark is also dead. And we have a new mission to cease hostilities with said Kingdom of Denmark. We also have a great tournament. My god, I'm getting so off track here as to what I was originally going to talk about, which was that our assassin, Giles of Albrighton, is now, oh shit, who is this? The Aragonese faction leader, King Mickle, apparently is the king of Aragon. But you know what, let's get our good friend Giles of Arbrighton to try to kill Amrei de Nogret, because we have a named character leading a rebel army, never good. Archibald Vaughan has been executed for heresy outside of Metz, which is not good at all. Now we have a captain-led army, just chock full of professional units, which is not good in the least. So I'm going to auto-resolve this battle. And man, get a man of the hour. Perfect. Okay, we'll adopt Captain Hugh here and stick him in Metz. Jesus Christ, we got Hugh de Bowen here, who is militarily minded. And you know what? We'll stick him in Metz, and he can lead this charge, I suppose. Who is Elias Langley? Oh, it's that asshole that we recruited. I totally had forgotten about him. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. We need these 2 units at the very least. And then we need to retrain these spear units. There we are. Who have now received a bit of armor. Elias Langley is an administrator, and we don't really have anywhere to send him, I don't believe. Leon, Clément, we've done this once already, so we're going to have to send him to England, and he can probably be the Lord of, I don't know, Exeter? No, Winchester? Yes, we need a Lord of Winchester, so that's where he's going to fucking head. Now, what else is going on? A ton of florins, 12,000 florins in profit, it seems. The Khwarezmians have eclipsed us yet again in production. Arthur is still spying for us. Wonderful. Trebizond is definitely held by the Khwarezmians. I assume Kutaisi is held as well. This is, oh my god. Kutaisi is also held, perhaps. Oh, Kievan Rus is apparently at war with the Khwarezmians. Good to know. Let's see. Folk Kurthoz is now the Guildmaster of Assassins. Still not very good. Still not very good. Dublin has crops. Good old Dublin. And you know what? Let's build a tavern there. Seems fitting. Galway has been upgraded, and it now is a fortress. We'll build some mines here to increase mining by, gee golly, 200 gold coins, which is wonderful. Bordeaux doesn't really need anything, actually. We'll build a catapult maker there just so we can recruit siege equipment when we need it. Visby has been upgraded, which, fuck me, that's very good. I'm very pleased about that because we can begin to recruit feudal knights in Visby itself. And we can build, I'm going to say ballista towers for now, just in case the Norwegians attack. Bern has a bakehouse. And we'll build jousting lists just for the fucking hell of it. Staufen is, of course, being besieged by the Stig. And King Ernst as well, who is the Danish faction leader. Look at this asshole. This guy walks into the barber and he says, "Can I get the bowl cut 3000, please?" That is fucking ridiculous. I cannot believe that. But he has a massive amount of command, so I cannot judge a book by his cover, apparently. Because I guess he is the biggest, meanest asshole in all of Denmark. I don't know what that says about Denmark, but you know what? We need to really organize and build some armies here. We got a lot of militiamen to send to Hans, so I will do. These men can all jump down there, and as well as the ones from Paris. We have too many militiamen now. In fact, I'm going to have to turn these men right around back to Paris, recruit some more of these assholes, and bam, we have a militia army to distribute. Should build another in Dijon when I have the chance. I will do now. I need to recruit a few men throughout the lands here. I have been recruiting a few merchants as well in Marseille. I don't know where all of my new merchants are, actually, or where I'm going to send them. I'm going to send them across the lands, across the seas specifically. I've got Miles Stewart down to Marseille, and shit, I lost my place. We've got Robin of Amersham somewhere. Oh, he's on his way to the Holy Lands in order to trade silks and the like. Lyon definitely needs some units, some feudal knights and spearmen. There we are. Now I'm just haphazardly recruiting in hopes that when I smash all these units together, later they will indeed create an army. I have a lord to send to Hans to lead that. Oh shit. Thomas Paget took the absolute dumbest way to get to where he needs to be, unfortunately for us. Okay, you know what? These spearmen are probably good enough to give to Hugh. I just need to recruit some garrison units in Metz. There we are. Hugh's going to turn around and deal with the Stig and the King of Denmark, apparently. And this asshole is going to take command of the militia army, and then Hubert of Shrewsbury is going to form an army out of these few units that have arrived. These militiamen are not entirely necessary in Antwerp, but I'll put them in Bruges for now, and we can possibly use them as reinforcements. Paris is no longer recruiting, which they need to be. There we are. Always push some more militiamen out. Rennes has created some cavalry militia which we can send to the front lines. This unit as well can join him. We have a bunch of professional units in Angers to send out, which we can put in Paris for now. Bordeaux, likewise. I should have just put those units in Bordeaux, and then we could have gotten a strong army to send via the sea all the way around to, I don't know, these territories here. Aarhus, Lund, perhaps. I don't know what's going on with the Danes here, but they don't seem like they're really trying in this war. I mean, they haven't really committed any forces to attacking us yet. And I'm wondering if I offer them peace, would they accept? Hard to say. But you know what? I'm not going to offer them peace anytime soon because, in fact,
Yes, my lord.
I think I'm just going to take a couple of their territories before I do that. I'm going to try to get an alliance with the Polish yet again. No maps. We'll get military access, which they think is generous, and they've just rejected it. Perhaps just an alliance then. Accepted. Okay, we are now allied with the Polish, and it's just a matter of convincing them to attack the
Yes, my lord.
Danish now. That would be freaking great.
Without
But I am
question,
going to
sire.
try to bribe a few of these
journey
Danish
planned
cities.
out,
I think
sire.
Magdeburg might be a good target, as it doesn't have much of a garrison. And we can blow, I don't know, 20,000 florins on that, which will make just, you know, in the next turn. And we can try to recruit some units there and hold it. And it can be a constant thorn in the side of Denmark. I don't really intend to hold it, but I think if we were to take it, it would be very annoying. We'll share a border with Poland, which will give us an ally at our back. And secondly, it looks to be like some sort of hub. There's a lot of roads running through Magdeburg, so it seems like it would be very annoying for them if we were to take it. Cologne, likewise, seems very likely it would be most annoying if we were to take it. I need this militia army to join up with Hubert of Shrewsbury double stat, because we've got Captain Butel here, who I could also bribe if I had a diplomat in these lands, which I don't believe I do. We could bribe that army and basically tell it to turn away, lest they all fall dead. Salamanca is in Iberia, Croatia. Yes, we need to recruit another diplomat, I think, to deal with Danish invasion, I suppose. One in Haas, perhaps. There we are. Boom. Now, you know what? I don't think there is much else to do with this turn either, except for give these units to good old what's-his-nuts in Nottingham. It is Eustace Vaughan, our good friend Eustace. We'll build an army on this fleet here that needs another Hulk. Here we go. Eustace, get ready, man. Step into this port, if you please. And we will give you some feudal foot knights. We'll give you, oh my god, so many feudal knights. We'll send all of these units because we can ship them off to other armies if need be. We'll give you 3 light men-at-arms. We'll give you 3 spearmen sergeants, which is quite a lot actually. 1 more unit that I would usually take, and then we need to recruit more archers. Retrain that unit, and mangonel. So we'll have quite a few units in this army, and I think this could be a good boon to our invasion force, a naval invasion force to take Aarhus or possibly Lund, or even Roskilde. And we can hold Roskilde quite easily, I believe, because of its island nature. Antwerp, man. Good old Hubert of Shrewsbury is, how old? 46 years old. He is quite old. In fact, possibly too old for this campaign. But you know what? We've got Gerard Lumley here as well, which we can start to send into Danish lands. We can kill this princess, perhaps. 19%? No. We can kill Ugolino Balan? No. We can kill no one. There's no one to kill. Perhaps? No. Everyone has so much skill, it's impossible. We can kill Leonard? No. My god, it's so impossible to gain any skill. Thomas Bowen, our bishop, though, might be able to Take no. It's not even worth it. Not even worth it. Okay, you know what? We've got a lot of militia in Marseille. May have gotten a little out of hand in Marseille because it's going to take a long time for those militia to reach the front lines. But you know what? We'll send them anyway. We can recruit a Hulk to strengthen this force, so we may as well do. Toulouse, I think, has the same ability. There we are. So we've got Amri de Nadret outside of Toulouse, so we'll have to recruit a little bit of a stronger garrison just to deal with him if he were to get fresh. Now we have a massive army in Bern, and it's just a matter of rounding it out. We've got a little bit of infantry, quite a bit of cavalry. We just need to recruit a few more units. We're retraining all of these assholes for some reason. I think armor, perhaps, but we just actually need to recruit a few more units. Okay, we've got a fleet in the channel here, Admiral Lau, and I don't have any fleets able to deal with him at the moment, so he'll just have to chill, Winston, for a few turns until we free up a fleet. But you know what? Let us end another turn. Man, oh man, our trade routes have been attacked by pirates and brigands, pirates und brigands, and 5,000 florins will allow us to apparently destroy them, bribe them, I don't know, pay them off so they don't attack our shit, I don't know. Hugh de Beaune has been found innocent at trial by Clements. What a name, Clemens. That seems like a name that you would give, like, a hillbilly inquisitor. And that's what we shall call this man, the hillbilly inquisitor, Clemens de Medina. Shit, he has tried to inquisit Hugh de Beaune after, of course, inquisiting Archibald Vaughan, which is quite an asshole thing to do, if you ask me. But you know, we also have a new mission to blockade the port of Lund, which is very convenient for us because we have Admiral Folk over here, ready to blockade the port. But before we do this, we need to bribe our good friend the Pope, who is less than pleased with us. And when I say bribe, of course, oh, no, let's not do that. We could try to bribe Rome itself, though, which would be very, very fucking odd. What we will do, though, is make a single payment to the tune of 2,500 gold coins. Basically, I bought about 1,000. Oh, shit, no. I need to do this. Man. Use your brain, Inco. Use your brain. I just bought about 1,000 boxes of chocolates for the Pope and sent them to his apartment, and now he is smothering the chocolate all over himself in a very sensual manner. Kind of weird, but can't blame him. When you are faced with that much chocolate, there's really only one thing to do, and it is, like, you only have one option. I mean, either you can eat them one at a time, or you could just straight up just put them in a bath and literally just melt all the chocolate with your body heat. That's what I would do. Personally, that's what I would do. Now, I feel as if I was going to do something before I fucked around with the Pope, and it was, we were going to blockade the port of Lund. And here we go.
Yes, my lord.
Oh, we failed the mission, but we are not quite excommunicated yet. We are recruiting a few more units in Visby. I'll recruit some Viking raiders, and also a general. Man, if we could get a general in Visby, that would be fucking slick. Successful G-Cod. The Fatimids have taken Acre, and man, surprising no one, really. That was the dumbest jihad I've ever seen. Speaking of, we can actually call another crusade I've seen, and we can probably call it on Constantinople, Jerusalem, Granada, Riga. I don't know. I would like to call it on Jerusalem when I have an army near, or Constantinople would be good as well. Once I'm not so busy, that would be great. Gladys of Warwick has died. Yeah, I don't want to call a crusade when we are embroiled in a massive war within our lands. Who is Hugh Tudor? Hugh Tudor is our new diplomat outside of Haas, and we're actually going to send him to bribe some of these Danish units. If we can bribe their Danish units, that would be great. But before we do that, let's try to bribe Magdeburg. Let's see. Magdeburg will join us. 1 unit will join us. 4 units will disband. So let's see. Make an offer. Just rejected. Okay, they're not fucking interested in that, apparently. Danish crossbowmen wear scale armor. That is badass. But we can bring
Yes,
Simon
my
Blunt around in the Danish
Without
lands as well. He can also bribe random
Yes,
Danish
sire.
units. That would be great. Nottingham has built a shipwright, which will allow us to recruit a hulk. Specifically, the fleet of Admiral Robert could use some of them, so we'll move that fleet. But Nottingham, well, can build ballista towers, but it doesn't seem worth it. We'll do it anyway, just for the hell of it. Angers has a tourney field. We'll do the same there, and retrain no one, apparently. Toulouse has a grain exchange, and we're well ahead of ourselves there, building a few buildings. Okay, we've got a ton of units and agents going. It's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm sending all of my reinforcements to Paris for now. We can dole them out if need be at a later date. Winchester, I think, is short a few units. Just one. There we are. Exeter, likewise, 1 unit short. Okay, we've got Eustace Vaughan here. He just needs these 3 units, and he can board this ship and head to, I'm not sure. We'll send him to Groningen, while we're at it, I suppose. We'll make a stop off in Nottingham, actually. We'll recruit another hulk just to strengthen this fleet a little more, and then we can send our man to Friesland, apparently. Okay, Admiral Lau is about to get boot-fucked by our old friend, Admiral Francis. And when I say old friend, I really mean he is a new friend, because he has just been recruited. Look at this. A few units in this town, but it's mostly just spear militia and a Danish general. Nothing we can't handle. Lund has been blockaded, and that's fucking fantastic for us. Hugh de Beaune, just waiting for them to attack Staufen. Once they do, Thomas Paget and him will probably attack. I'm going to bring these men out to meet Thomas Paget. 4 units of archers there. I need another unit of cavalry militia. These men are not reinforcements. That was my mistake. Send them to Antwerp. And then the rest is basically these urban spear militia. There we go. That is the majority of our army. We'll pull all of these units, actually, and put Thomas Paget as the leader. He can recruit some crossbows. Might as well. There we are. So Thomas and, what's his nuts, Hugh de Beaune are going to take care of the Danish king, as well as the Stig, and possibly capture Staufen from the Danes if they take it before we get there. But I'm going to get Ralph of York as well involved in this situation. He's going to build his own army on the border and join these 2 armies in this massive fucking slaughter. I got to be careful with him, though, because he doesn't have very many units, unfortunately, for us. In fact, I'm going to bring out all of my light men-at-arms. I just decided to retrain a few of them, but I just immediately pulled them out as well, which is probably a bit annoying for my quartermaster in Bern, but what can you do? I'm recruiting a few more units there just to maintain a garrison. I thought I had spies in Italy, but apparently I do not. I have spies literally everywhere else except for Italy. Let's see, we've got massive amounts of spies, and we've got 1 in the sea. Oh, these are assassins, my mistake. We've got 1 in Saxony, 1 in Castile, 1 in Austria, which is actually quite close to Italy, but we'll put some eyes on Salzburg, which is still held by the Holy Romans, actually. And, let's see, Austria, Bavaria, Friesland, Rogaland, I don't know where that is. Oh, yes, we've spotted some strong Norwegian armies, and actually King Niels also. But we'll carry on with this man towards the western reaches of Norway, just in case we want to do a naval invasion of Norway. Might as well. We've got a few spies in Croatia, looking around at Hungarian lands, I suppose.
Of course, sire.
But, yeah. Oh, shit. I guess the Hungarians retook that territory, or it was not lost in the first place. Hard to say. Oh, shit. The Byzantines have pushed all the way into these Carpathian hills. The Carpathian Basin is apparently... Oh. It's castle. I thought it was Polish territories, but no, it's just a Hungarian castle. My mistake. I was getting all riled up for no fucking reason. We've got also our spy in Anatolia just going fucking nuts. And finally, a spy in Francia who is doing nothing. He's just keeping an eye on Frankfurt, I suppose. And Danish movements around there. Folk Kurthose, let's see if we can get him to kill King Ernst, or perhaps even Stig. No, we can kill Jarl-Erik Svensson for, what was it, 30% chance? I don't know. I doubt that's going to happen, but we can try to find... Oh shit, we can kill Bernardo de Teramo, perhaps? Finding targets for these assassins, impossible. Fucking impossible, my goodness. Hugh Tudor, can we get him to talk to Denmark? Would they like a ceasefire? Very generous. Okay, Denmark does not want to continue this war at all, which to me says they are very weak, and that's really fucking stupid of them, considering that they were the ones to declare war on me. Very, very stupid indeed. I'm going to build our final army in Antwerp here with Hubert of Shrewsbury. If I get the required units, Hubert of Shrewsbury is going to be very low on feudal foot knights, because before this all went down, we had put all of our feudal foot knights in one singular army, and that is the army that what's his nuts, Hudebern has now. So that's very uncomfortable for him. But we'll have a few light men-at-arms to take their place. These two units are strong enough. Just merging a few units here. Boom. This unit needs retraining, so there we are. These two units can join as well. Boom. That's a ton of light men-at-arms. And we can actually merge these two units. We'll take both trebuchets. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. See if we can get some experience in that unit. There we are. Disband one trebuchet. We don't need two. I guess 153 is max spearmen there. Okay, looks like Hubert of Shrewsbury has his army all set up. We just need to throw a few cavalry units in there just to mix it up, I suppose. And then everything else either disbanded or retrained in Nottingham. Antwerp, my mistake. We'll take these mercenary crossbows as well, and there's nothing of worth to use as mercenaries, so we won't use those at all. There we go. There's Hubert of Shrewsbury's armory, and he can meet up with good old Eustace Vaughan in the north of Denmark. Wonderful. We're doing quite well indeed. But you know what? I think we'll end this episode here. A lot of shit has happened. I've amassed tons of armies. I've got 3 stacks in the south, 1 stack in Antwerp, and an incoming stack coming from England itself. I've got a lot of reinforcements. Oliver Russell, what the hell are you doing here in Bruges? I'm not sure. I guess he's going to lead a militia army in support of Hubert of Shrewsbury, I suppose. We may as well do that. Got to pull all of the units I have in Paris then for that army. Oh, I've got a few more units heading towards Antwerp, so we can give them to Hubert as well. Man, I totally forgot that I'd send Oliver Russell down here. And here he is, just leading a fucking army like nobody's business. We'll have to recruit a few more units in Hoss. There we are. Recruit another merchant in Marseille. We're sitting at 2 merchants here, and we'll have to send them. I was thinking perhaps to Greece to trade in other shit. I can't imagine there's a lot of competition in Greece. There's a lot of shit, like whatever this is would be fucking good to trade in. But there you have it. You know what, guys? Thank you for watching. I would like to wrap up this war with Denmark quite quickly. Perhaps I'll just take these 2 territories, and that will be also Staufen. I might take Staufen when the Danish take it. If I take these 2 territories, I think that would be enough penance for the Danes. I can go back to my peacetime. I've earned something from this silly war, and we can finish the Danes if need be with support of the Polish in the future. That would be great. But you know what, everyone? I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next episode.